Mixed number calculations, dividing. So here we're using division, but it's when we have got mixed numbers involved. So imagine I had a question that looked like this, where it was 2.5, and this was divided by a quarter. So that could mean that I've got 2.5 chocolate cakes, and I want to cut them up into slices where each slice is a quarter of the whole cake. So I'm going to see how many slices I could cut from 2.5 cakes. So visually I can do that. Okay, so I've cut up the cakes. I've cut that one into quarters, I've cut that one into quarters, and I've cut that one into quarters, so that I've got lots of slices that are all exactly a quarter. Obviously here I've got 4, and here I've got 4, and here I've got 2. So my answer is going to be, well, I could have made 10 slices. But obviously I want to be able to do this numerically. So the first thing I need to do is convert this fraction, because it's a mixed number, into an improper fraction. So 2.5, 2 times 2 becomes 4, plus the 1 becomes 5. So 2.5 is the same as 5/2, and then that is divided by 1/4. So all I've done so far is convert that part into an improper fraction, and I've still got the divided by quarter, divided by quarter. So the next step is, when we're dividing by fractions, we need to invert the second fraction and multiply. So that's going to become 5/2, and it's going to become multiplied by 4/1. So with our multiplying of fractions, see, we can multiply the numbers on the top line. So 5 times 2 gives me 20, and then we can multiply the numbers on the bottom line. So 2 times 1 gives me 2. And of course I always simplify fractions or reduce things down into the lowest terms. 2/20 here is actually exactly the same as 10, because 20 divided by 2 is 10, or 2's go into 20 exactly 10 times with no remainder. So the answer to 2.5 divided by a quarter, we could see it visually was 10. We can also see that numerically worked out at 10. So the golden rules that we must remember when we are dividing with mixed numbers. First of all, you must convert the mixed number parts into improper fractions. And then, just as we would remember from when we're dividing fractions, what we must do is invert the second fraction and multiply. If your answer is then given as an improper fraction, if it's top heavy, you must convert that back into a mixed number. And as ever with fractions, always give your answers in lowest terms or simplest form.